So first I will be showing you all of the completed series that I own, which include the Divergent series by Veronica Roth, which contains Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant, and 4. Next, I have the Trill series by Amanda Hawking, which includes Switched, Torn, and Ascend. I also have the Complete Ugly series by Scott Westerfeld, which includes Uglies, Pretties, Specials, and Extras. Next is the Unearthly trilogy by Cynthia Hand, which includes Unearthly, Hollowed, and Boundless. Next, I have the Eon duology by Alison Goodman, which includes Eon and Iona. I also have Percy Jackson and the Olympian series by Rick Riordan, which includes Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. Next, I have the Complete Giver Quartet by Lois Lowry, and last I have the Matched series by Ali Condi, which includes Matched, Crossed, and Reached. I'm now going to move into the books that I own that are part of a series, but that I don't own the entire series for. So the first one is Fairy Wars by Herbie Brennan. Next is Blue Exorcist by Kazu Kato, and this is actually a graphic novel. Next I have The Declaration by Gemma Malley. Then I have Hunger by Michael Grant, which is part of the Gone series. Next is Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard. Then I have The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. Legend by Mary Lou. The Secret Circle by L.J. Smith. Artemis Fowl by Ian Colfer. Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver. Partials by Dan Wells. Confessions of a Murder Suspect by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. Sever by Lauren DeStefano. Starters by Lissa Price. The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepard. The Program by Suzanne Young. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Arclight by Jocelyn L. McQuinn. I have the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, which is City of Bones, and the second book in the Mortal Instruments series, which is City of Ashes, and both of those are by Cassandra Clare. I own the first two books in the Touch trilogy by Leah Clifford, which contain A Touch Mortal and A Touch Morbid. I also own the first two books in the I Am Number 4 series by Pittacus Lore, which are I Am Number 4 and The Power of Six. I own the first two books in the Shatter Me series by Tahira Mafi, which are Shatter Me and Unravel Me. Next are the first two books in the Selection series by Kiera Cass, which are The Selection and The Elite. Then I have the first two books, or the first and the last book of the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins, which are The Hunger Games and Mockingjay. Then I own the first two books in the Benny Amura series by Jonathan Mayberry, which include Rot and Ruin and Dust and Decay. And then I have the first 4 books in the Heroes of Olympian series by Rick Riordan, which include The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, The Mark of Athena, and The House of Hades. Now I'll move into my standalone portion of the books I own, which include Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, Side Effects May Vary by Julie Murphy, Crossing Over by Anna Kendall, The Replacement by Brenna Yavinoff, The Space Between, which is also by Brenna Yavinoff, Skipping Christmas by John Grisham, Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion, Panic by Lauren Oliver, Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan, The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, Paper Towns by John Green, An Abundance of Catherines by John Green, How to Survive a Sharknado and Other Unnatural Disasters by Andrew Schaefer, Finn Shepard, and April Wexler, The Adventure Time Encyclopedia, Zombies vs. Unicorns, Adventure Time Jake Goes Bananas, The Nightmare Hour by R.L. Stine, Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle, Looking for Alaska by John Green, and finally The Fault in Our Stars by John Green.